The year has come to a close, and now it is time for me to give my top 10 movies of 2025. Welcome to the Film Sphere. I'm Brian Hogue, and I hope you guys had a great 2025. Make sure to like and subscribe, and tell me, what were your favorite movies of 2025? It was a stacked year. A lot of great films, a lot of really bad films. It's a stacked year. There's a lot of movies. Don't get mad at me if your favorite movie is not in my list, because it's my list. And I saw a lot of movies, so even some good movies I liked and reviewed on this channel are probably not going to be on this list, just because I saw a ton of them, and I'm not making this list 30 movies long. So we're just going to do the top 10, but first I want to get into some honorable mentions. First things first, I got the letterbox pulled up. I want to shout out Weapons, obviously the big horror thriller of the year, and I really enjoyed it. Definitely one of my most anticipated going in, and didn't live up to that for me personally, but it was still a great experience. Such a just unique horror thriller with a great cast and a great story. Have some problems of how it's structured and how it comes together, but definitely worth everyone's time. At least watching once. If you're a fan of Barbarian, I'd say go into it. I didn't love it, but I really liked it. Next up is Caught Stealing. Now, I said this in my review. Haven't watched a lot of Aronofsky, and not really well knowledge on what his other stuff is like, but I really enjoyed this one. You got Austin Butler, Vincent D'Onofrio, Zoe Kravitz. You got a really great cast, and it almost feels like a Guy Ritchie film at times. Just this crime thriller set in the 90s, and everyone's playing this sort of over-the-top, I guess, version of a Darren Aronofsky character, but it works. It's dumb fun. Matt Smith in here is genuinely hilarious as this really punk rock British guy. I don't remember his name, but a lot of fun. I had a ton of fun with Caught Stealing. Warfare. Alex Garland has just been on a run, and I really enjoyed Civil War, and I might just have enjoyed Warfare even more. Very different feelings on both films, though, while I was watching it. Civil War, I was just sort of locked in the whole time, just taking it all in, and Warfare, I was just at the edge of my seat, heart pounding. This mostly takes place in one location. We've got a great cast of smaller actors here, and it is tense, it is thrilling, it is gross at times. It's just very brutal. Ray Mendoza and Alex Garland pair together. Ray Mendoza, with his real life experience in warfare, really just captures this moment from his time in the military just perfectly. It is raw, it's brutal, it's tense, it's really, really good. Check out Warfare. Your dad will love it. The only Marvel movie that's going to make this list is Thunderbolts. I had such a fun time. I adore this cast, and I love just where we took the characters, where we took the story, how we sort of scaled back a little bit, where it felt grounded but had some great fantastical elements to it. The dynamic of everyone is just perfect, and it's exactly what I needed going into Doomsday next year. What I would call the big summer blockbuster of 2025 is F1. Copyright F1 the movie on Apple TV. But it's really great. Brad Pitt is great as Sonny Hayes, and it's very similar Top Gun Maverick energy. Obviously, Joseph Kosinski is back to direct. Tons of fun. It's just thrilling. We're breaking boundaries in terms of just the filming technique and the production as a whole. I saw a ton of behind the scenes stuff, and I was just in awe and just impressed on what we pulled off to get this film made, and it shows in the final product. Cheesy at times, but it's a sports racing car movie. It's a dad movie. It's just so good, so thrilling, and very satisfying towards the end. But getting into my top 10, these are the big dogs. These are the movies of the year, and we're starting off with Superman. There it is. Superman right there. Isn't that something else? What a wild ride DC has come from Nolan to whatever the DCU was, which is what I grew up with. and finally being here for the birth of the DCU, and hopefully it doesn't disappear with the Netflix merger. But Superman was great. I really enjoyed Superman. I went into this movie like high expectations. Like, James Gunn really had to pull something great off, something special, and just something so personal to his love of the character, and also for the fans who were unsure about DC's future. And I say he delivered. I think he delivered a perfect Superman movie. Near perfect. I think in terms of the character, he delivered it perfectly. David Cornsweet is a true and true Superman, and I could also say we also have a true Lois Lane here. And he just built out this vibrant world straight from the start, this lived-in world with all these wacky characters and superheroes, supervillains, metahumans, whatever, aliens, whatever it is. It feels lived in. It feels right. Superman is just as hopeful and caring and cheesy as ever, and it works. Works for this movie. He's got to switch it up for different movies in the future, but it works here. It was a lot of fun. I saw it in a packed theater. It was great. 28 years later, one of my most anticipated of this year. And I think if we look back on the video I made, like this similar video for like me looking ahead for this year, I'm pretty sure, someone can fact check me, I'm pretty sure 28 years later was my most anticipated of the year. I was just so excited. I think I had just watched the first two movies, and that teaser was out, and I was so hyped for it. And I would say it delivered. There were a lot of movies that just delivered more than that, and that's why they're ahead 28 years later. But I still thoroughly enjoyed it. It was so unique. It was it's such a fresh perspective on this franchise, while bringing in roots of, I guess, what the original two movies were made off of. It has this very indie style, like, filmmaking, and just wacky Danny Boyle-ness of it all. And it's a very thrilling story, and it sort of starts off that way, and then it slowly turns into something a lot more heartfelt, and it just really like hit a note with me towards the end and got me so excited for Bone Temple. And I'm hearing Bone Temple is even better than this one, so I'm very excited. But thoroughly love 28 years later. I can't wait for the rest of this trilogy. Oh, and I did not mind the ending. I had so much fun with the movie up until then that I just wasn't even surprised anymore. I was like, yeah, that checks out. So why are you crying? Why do you care that they were doing Power Ranger moves towards the end? Like get a job. Like, just turn the movie off. Like, if it bothers you, I don't know what to tell you. Number 8, I have Eddington. I did not watch this when it was initially released, but I watched One Battle After Another and realized Eddington sort of has a very similar... They're kind of in like the same film sphere, but watch Eddington. Absolutely adored it. I think one thing that does better than One Battle After Another is really balancing its, I guess, themes and its characters' beliefs, and really a lot of its political aspects. I think it just handles so well. It's done tastefully, it's done with care, and it's just done in a way that like gratifies the characters and like what they believe. I think it's a movie that just knows its characters really well and knows what's their purpose, what's driving them, and knows how to just blatantly use that for the plot, as opposed to just throwing just spaghetti at the wall. I think One Battle After Another just had a lot of big ideas and a lot of different political aspects to it that were just thrown in there to like really hit a checklist or make people have like a false sense that it was trying to say something. I feel like Eddington tried to say something, but in a way that like it made sense for the characters and it made sense for the plot, and it all came together well. It's funny, the performances are fantastic, and I think it's better than One Battle After Another, and I will say it. I will die on that hill. Number 7 is Wake Up Dead Man. Wow. Just after Glass Onion, I was like, okay, we're waiting for the third Knives Out movie. Watch it. It's great. It's just great. Rian Johnson can make 20 more of these. And as a Christian, I just really appreciated the spectrum of believer to non-believer, religion to skepticism, or belief to skepticism. And I just thought it was done so well. Josh O'Connor's character is just so refreshing, and he plays it with such an honesty. And Rian Johnson writes with such an honesty with all these characters. And it's just a nice change of pace. I was utterly confused by the mystery. Couldn't figure it out. I tried. I figured out Glass Onion. I figured that out. So, give me credit for that. But I think this is probably his best crafted of the trilogy. I have my own, nostalgia, I guess, for the original movie. But I think this might be the better made film. But I think my favorite will depend on the day, so it doesn't really matter. And in number 6, we have Sinners, Ryan Coogler's horror, musical, drama, action masterpiece, his magnum opus, if you will. It's so good. I was thinking back on it not too long ago, because this came out all the way back in April. So, it was forever ago, but it's still sort of in the cultural zeitgeist, and it's just great. The performances are great. It's such a weird mix of everything, and it works so well. This is a beautifully shot film. I was sort of hit or miss on the sort of first half of this movie. A lot of setup, a lot of character stuff, and then rewatching it, it just makes the payoff so much better. Or just these character moments so much better. It's truly a great script, and I think this is going to go down as a classic 10 years down the line. And just really great. I'm hoping to see some Michael B. Jordan love at the Oscars, and just love for Sinners in general. I think there's a few movies that are just going to end up overshadowing that, because I feel like this is a little bit more mainstream. But I really hope for some Sinners love, and it was such a great time in the theater. Number 5 is the heartbreaking Hamnet. Not gonna go much into this one. It's just it's a sad one. It was the first movie in a long time, I guess, or new release in a long time. I was just felt devastated by the end, and I know a lot of people won't put that high up on their list for that. Just full on, just sad, but it made me feel things, made me contemplate the ending, think about it. It's so well done. Chloe Zhao just knows how to film nature and film her actors. It's a little slow at times, but it pays off. The character, the story, it's moving, it's powerful. Go watch Hamnet, and it's a sad one. And in number 4, something that was not on my radar at all is Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein. And when I mean not on my radar, I'm just meaning a Netflix Frankenstein adaptation. That's on paper that sounds awful, but don't doubt Guillermo. It's truly an epic. It's a spectacle. Oscar Isaac, Jacob Elordi, just powerhouse performances here. And I know some people give the edge to Elordi, some people give the edge to Isaac. They are equally good here. It is just a vast movie. It's a big movie. There's some big ideas here. There's some big swings here. It's I can't explain it. I just can't explain it. It is something so very special. The production design, just taking you to this different time, this different world. The Shakespeareanness of it all. I know I just talked about Hamnet, but it's something amazing. The practical effects are great. The visual effects are great. I don't know why we would doubt that from Guillermo. It's like a painting. It's just like an epic. It's beautiful. I adored Frankenstein, and you should watch it. I know it's on Netflix, but just watch it, please. And number 3, which was originally my number 1 for a long, long time, because I think this came out in June, so I think it was number 1 for a minute, is Bring Her Back. The Filippo brothers are here after their Talk to Me debut, which I also rewatched. I watched Talk to Me this year. Really good. Just probably the best horror movie of the year. It is gruesome. It is really gross. It will make you squirm, but at the center of it all is what the Filippo brothers do so great. It's just such a heartfelt story between a brother and a sister, and just they're going through this together. It's done so well. It kept me on the edge of my seat and also like had those emotional moments. Sally Hawkins is giving one of the performances of the year, even though Academy doesn't really nominate horror movies, so nothing will happen of this. I'm looking at you, Toni Collette. You should have won. But just great. It subverts your expectations. You don't know what's going to happen. It is a wild ride and definitely a big win for A24, and it's going up there in my favorite A24 horror movies for me. It's something great. The performances are great, especially the child performances. Watch Bring Her Back if you can handle it. And number 2, we got The Long Walk. This is another movie that jumped up to my favorites of the year. Just so gut-wrenchingly emotional. Stephen King adaptation, David Johnson, Cooper Hoffman. It is awesome, and I know you think a movie where everyone's walking around the whole time doesn't sound that thrilling. It's thrilling. Like, we just spend so much time talking and getting to know these characters, having these little interactions where the gut-wrenching stuff just pays off, and it hits you because there's such a stark motive here between each character, and it varies. Some can be very different, some can be very similar. And there's a lot of commentary and themes here that just work really well for a dystopian thriller. Wasn't expecting this from Francis Lawrence, but it is brutal, it's very sad, and it's emotionally moving. It is great, and you will have some really great performances. All of these actors here keep up with their careers because I think they're going to have very successful ones. But in number 1, you guys already know what it is. It is Marty Supreme. Now, I was not expecting for it to take over. I wasn't expecting for it to take number 1. I was really excited about it. I saw everyone talking about it, but it's the real deal. It is one of the best movies of probably the last 10 years. Like, top 10, top 15 for sure. It is something spectacular. It is... Timothy is giving his all. Josh Safdie is giving his all. It is something where I think just everyone's just giving their all and is just putting everything they can onto this screen to deliver the best experience possible. Not even talking about the marketing campaign, which was incredible, but we're following all of these broken characters, all these just bad people, but they always have something that the general audience can latch onto, and that's what makes it so just depressing when some things are going their way, or the things are just relatable to you, and something's going their way, and you're like, oh, everything will be all right, and you're just watching these characters just screw things up, make the wrong decisions over and over and over again. And it gets tiresome at times, and it feels sort of like a car wreck you can't really look away from until things sort of switch on their heads, and some of those characters do have those small redemptive arcs. Not really full redemptive arcs where it forgives anything they've ever done, but just a little bit of hope for the audience to say, like, oh, maybe things are going to be all right. Maybe they're going to do the right thing. And that's really the antithesis of Timothy's character. I always called him Marty just because they're so close to the same thing. He's trying to dream big. He's trying to chase his dreams. He has these ambitions, and I think they're good-natured in general, but he's always messing up. And there's just these small things you can latch onto, and there's these little tidbits of hope that you're like, oh, things are going to be good, things will be all right. It's tense, it is funny, there are some incredible performances, a lot that you will see in Oscar season coming up. Marty Supreme, number 1, Christmas Day. Schwep! But that'll do it for my top 10 movies of 2025. It was such a great year, and I am extremely excited for 2026. But let me know, what are your favorite movies? And this has been The Film Sphere. Be good people. Good night.